guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and today I'm going to be doing another get ready with me video, and I am going to try to do a talk through video. You guys will have to let me know if you prefer these or if you prefer the ones that are more highly edited where I kind of get through a look in like 8 to 12 minutes, so I'm sure this will be at least 20. But I wanted to focus on Bitzy Cosmetics. You guys know I have done a lot of like first impressions about these products, a lot of swatches, but I wanted to feature these today. Each item is $1.49 in their line, and they literally have everything from eyeshadows, blush, bronzer, eyeliner, eyebrow, lip, and like I said, pretty much almost everything you need. For $1.49 a piece, it's pretty cheap. So I just thought I'd do a whole look using them, kind of let you know as I'm using them my thoughts, because I have used some of these and I do have a lot of things to say. So guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. And to start off, I'm just going to kind of pull my hair back because I want to be able to see what I'm doing and not get my hair in all of this foundation. Some other new things that I thought I would try in this video. I recently bought, when Sigma was 30% off, or 20 or 30, I bought a brush that I have always wanted. I wanted this rose gold packaging for the flat Kabuki F80. I've heard really good things, and I love foundation or Kabuki brushes, and I have one that I want to compare this to that's fairly cheap. So I really wanted to get this in my collection. It's super soft, so we're going to use this to apply foundation. And also I wanted to feature this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I've been using it and I kind of feel like I have a lot of mixed thoughts. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First with moisturizer. So I'm going to start with my Bliss. This is the Fabulous Drench and Quench Cream to Water Lock-In Moisturizer. It's like a little sample size. I've been loving it. I personally think that it's a good moisturizer, and it's kind of gel based, and that's always my favorite. I literally am at the very end of this tube. I think I've only got like 1 or 2 more uses left. So I'm going to go ahead and massage this into my face and give it a minute to set, because it is, like I said, very moisturizing. It kind of feels like it goes straight to water once it hits your warm skin. Next up is the MAC Prep and Prime, and again, I got this as a sample from a MAC order recently. And again, I'm at the bottom of this bottle. It's kind of like a white cream. Goes on really well. I feel like it's also extremely moisturizing and a good primer, good base. Okay guys, then we're going to go in with foundation. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 201, and this is the lightest shade, Classic Ivory, and this was my first mistake. I don't know why I did this to myself. I shouldn't have been impatient, but the other shade that was like the second or third in was sold out. And it's very watery, kind of very liquidy, which I kind of don't like. I was hoping it would be a little bit thicker. And so this is definitely really too light for me. I think you can tell, like, it's the lightest. I'm never the lightest. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this. I think it's just, you know, the hype and the impatience got me, and I really wanted to try it. So to darken it up, I'm using this Bare Minerals. This is the BareSkin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. I got this in my Sephora Play box. You gotta shake it up. It's kind of a cool product. So I thought I would try to use this to darken this foundation, because that's kind of what I've been doing with it. So I'm just gonna kind of squirt some drops out. I've been using this a lot, so okay, there we go. It's kind of hard to get the product out. I feel like, there we go. So you can see it on my skin. I'm just going to kind of mess it all together till it gets to be like a nice consistency. I'm just going to dot this on my face. So it definitely does darken it up. Like, I do appreciate that. But I have to say, like, I'm kind of unimpressed with this foundation. I'm not really that happy with it. I don't really like how it sits on my skin. For some reason, I just feel like it doesn't look good. The way it sits, it doesn't look good on my skin. And I don't know if it's just because I got the lightest shade, and that maybe that's what's messing me up. So I'm going to take the Sigma Kabuki. It's definitely a tightly packed brush head. It's tighter than the BH Cosmetics brush that I own that I love to use, so that's different. It feels nice though when applying. It seems to be blending out everything really, really well. I'm gonna try to blend it down my face. So guys, here it is up close, and as you can tell, it's kind of a lightweight like, it doesn't cover a lot. I feel like I need to go in with the second layer, so that's what I'm going to do, but I just don't feel like there's a lot of coverage. It seems really light to me, and I don't know, I was hoping for a little bit more. It's definitely got a glow on it for sure, but I'm a little disappointed by the coverage. So let's do one more layer. Sorry guys, that was my mom. She called me, and let's get back into this tutorial slash get ready with me. So yes, this, if you look at it, I put on 2 layers. I feel like it looks really good in the camera, but to be honest, when I look at it in the mirror, it just looks kind of cakey. I feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. It's not sinking in. It doesn't look like second skin. It's very glowy, but almost like too glowy. So I'm kind of disappointed. Now this did a great job of buffing it out. Really so far, like this brush. Feels very heavy and just high quality, and I love the rose gold. Now this little guy I actually really like. I do think it helped darken it up, which is definitely good for lighter foundations. So I like this. This was fun to use. I'm really glad I got to try this sample from Sephora Play. So guys, now we're going to do a little bit of blemish covering. I've got my Nars Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. And I prefer this to use as a blemish concealer just because, I don't know, I feel like it's thick. So it does a good job, and I just kind of normally blend it out with my finger. So it kind of blends into the foundation too. So again, disappointed that the foundation, I heard so many good reviews, but it's just, I don't know, it's not my favorite, and I don't know if it's just because I didn't get a darker shade or what. Alright guys, and then before we start doing any color or anything else, we're going to do some priming. I'm going to use this Kate Rimmel lip balm. I love it because it's in the shape of a real lipstick, and it just helps with application. Gives a nice just kind of moisture to the lips and makes your lipstick go on a lot smoother by the time your lipstick's ready. And then I'm using this Bare Minerals 5-in-1 eyeshadow primer. I think it's really cool. I like the consistency of it. It reminds me of MAC Paint Pot, but of course that's my holy grail. I do think this is drying out a little bit, and I actually just watched Joanne's Empties video, and she mentioned that it does dry out fast, and I didn't think about that. So I really do think you get some more longevity out of the MAC Paint Pots. I think they're worth it, even though they're slightly more expensive. They're better because they literally lasted me like 2 to 3 years. And that's a deal. I mean, for, I don't know, it's 18, 21 bucks. That's a deal. So next we are going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I don't do eyebrows extremely well. I normally use just like a fiber gel mascara, but I'm going to use the Bitzy product, first Bitzy item we're using. This is the Mechanical Brow Pencil, and so it's kind of tiny, again $1.49, and this is in the shade Brunette. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so we can kind of see how this is working. And again, it's just a twist up, which is kind of cool. So I don't normally use pencils in my eyebrows. Like I said, I just prefer swiping a gel, tinted gel through them. So I do think this works. I mean, it's definitely kind of got a waxy feel with a tint to it. But like I said, I'm not very good at doing it this way, but we're going to test it out anyway. So I think you can definitely see it definitely did darken it up. I'm just not very good at, like I said, applying my eyebrows this way, but we're going to do the other side. Okay, so that's pretty horrible. We're going to go ahead and do the mascara gel. This is my favorite to use from Essence. It's $2.99 at Ulta, and this is in the shade Brownie Brows, and it just does a good job of putting them in their place. And for people that aren't good at eyebrows, this is a good product. So it kind of just holds it all together. But like I said, the pencil does work. It's just, you know, to me it's hard to use in the sense that I'm not good with it. It's not the product's fault. So now we've got some dark eyebrows. I'm going to zoom you guys back out, and I'm going to go ahead and set my face, and I like to use my favorite powder, which is the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder, and I'm going to use a I'm going to use the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I think this is a good brush to kind of pack on the powder I'm just gonna kind of dab it on. There's Dutch in the background. He likes to sleep on the bed when I do a lot of my videos. If you guys have seen him, he has a good time either sleeping or licking himself, you know, doing inappropriate things. But I'm actually going to be doing some more pug videos or dog videos. I want to do a dog subscription box for the dogs. Pearl's in the other room. But I want to do that, and I want to do like a little intro with them that kind of like is a dog tag video. So if you guys have any suggestions on the dog subscription boxes, I'm leaning towards BarkBox right now because it's $20 if you sign up for the year, $20 a month. So I feel like that's a good deal. I'd spend $20 on their treats and toys anyway a month, so I feel like that's fine. Some are a little bit more expensive, but there's a ton out there on the market. So let me know if you guys have a preference, or if you have dogs and you have a subscription box, what are you using? Okay guys, now we're going to go in with the Bitzy eyeshadows, and again, they're $1.49 per pan, and then you get a free palette when you buy 4. So I actually bought 2, and I have to say I've been loving this one more just because the shadows are, I think, better quality than these. Some of these are okay, but these are awesome. Or some of them are awesome. Some of them are crap. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take just a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with my crease color, which is Beach Bronze. And this is the best color that I have used from this brand. It's actually soft and creamy, and it's really pigmented, as you can see. And it's just a perfect kind of like crease shade. So we're going to go in with that one first. I highly recommend this one. Like I said, it's just super beautiful, super blendable, and it's like one of the highest quality, low cost shadows I probably have ever used. Then with this little flat shader brush from e.l.f., I'm going to go into this one. It's called Expensive Taste, and it's kind of like a duochrome green brown, and I kind of just want to pack that on the outer corner. And I really, really think this is also an excellent shade. I just think it's really pretty and something kind of like unique. Although I think it is a dupe for Max Club, and then there's a Urban Decay shadow that it's also a dupe for. But you know, swatching shadows and like actually using shadows with a brush are really two different things. So this is a really good test to kind of see how they work. And so far, again, they look really, really good. It kind of has that duochrome finish, if you can kind of tell. And I'm just gonna, again, pack that on the outer corner. And then we're gonna move on to Agean Sea, which is this beautiful like blue-green, again, like really pretty shimmer. I'm just taking a bigger flat shader brush, and I'm just gonna kind of pack this on. And as you can see, this one is also like super pigmented. And again, $1.49, like I'm kind of really impressed with these 3 shades. I honestly think out of the ones that I purchased, these 3 are my favorites. And I have worn them. They do last. So I did kind of test them out. And it's just kind of different, you know, like I'm very, very impressed. And I want to say that these Bitzy shadows, it's very, very hit and miss when it comes to them. Like some of these are great, and like I said, some of them are not so good. I'm kind of featuring the ones that I liked the best in this review or this video. Like I said, that other purple palette that I made, some are okay, but these are honestly the best ones. So I'm just going back in with the Beach Bronze just to kind of blend everything out. And I kind of want that green to pop a little bit more, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick my finger in and put it on the middle. I think that works better. Again, popping it with your finger sometimes is the best tool to use. And so then, once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and with this Queen of Cream. Now this is probably my least favorite shade in this grouping. It's just very patchy. It's got some really chunky glitters, and it's just not... It'll work, but it's definitely not a high quality shadow by any means. So I'm just kind of popping this in the inner corner, and right in that inner third of my eye. And like I said, not my favorite, but it does the job. Now if you're on a budget, you know, like I said, these are really cool because like I said, some of them do work. I'm also going to just do it as my brow bone highlight. And again, I don't know if you can see, it's really patchy, really kind of chunky, so it's not the best. But we're going to work with it. So obviously we need to do some cleanup here, and normally what I like to do is just take a concealer and pop it like right here. And I will use normally this BH Cosmetics brush that's domed. Just kind of clean that up a little bit. Probably should not have put powder on, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. Now I am going to also go in with a little flat definer brush, and I'm going to take Beach Bronze, this little brown shade, and I'm just going to kind of put it under here a little bit just to again give it a little bit of depth. So now that we're done with shadow, we're going to take this mechanical eye pencil from Bitzy. This is in the shade Double Shot. It's a brown pencil, and it will not seem to focus. There we go. So Double Shot we're going to take and use as our liner today. And this is a decent liner in the sense that it definitely isn't like the creamiest, but it does go on. I can kind of smell it. It smells kind of plasticky a little bit. I'm also going to tight line with it as well. And I just noticed that I have to kind of go over it to get it to the pigment that I want. And it's definitely brown, like, you know how a lot of browns look black? No, this is definitely brown, so I'm going to give it a little bit in my waterline as well, and lower lash line. Not all the way, but maybe like a third of the way in there. So now that we have done the eyeshadow and the eyeliner, we're going to go in with this Princess Lash or Lash Princess from Essence. This is a really good affordable mascara. It kind of reminds me of the Better Than Sex from Too Faced because it does such a good job of giving you that volume. We'll get that little guy off there. But yes, very lengthening, very volumizing. So I think it definitely does a good job. So, ooh, big difference. And for lower lash line, we're going to take this MegaLength from Wet n Wild. This is in the purple tube, and it just gives me an easy access to those lower lashes. Just a little bit of length and darkening, just to make it look like a complete look. And alright guys, we're going to do lips next, and this is one of their little mini lipsticks in the shade Cabaret. And so I haven't tried this one on my lips yet, so I'm excited. It's a nice red, and it's kind of like a dark red. Very creamy. Wow guys, that went on really smooth. I'm really impressed. Getting random calls. I'm really impressed. I really like this shade. It's like a really nice dark red. Makes my teeth look a lot whiter. So that's nice. Really good pigment, $1.49. Liking that so far. And then I thought, in addition, I wanted to try this long-lasting lip gloss. This is in the shade Comfort Level. So I thought this was kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of giving it like a chrome look. So we're going to just do that right in the center. And it kind of, I don't know. I don't really know if you can tell. Being a dark lipstick, I thought it would give us a little bit more oomph. So you know what? We'll try another lip gloss on top of it. This is their High Shine lip gloss. This is in the shade Nude. So it comes in just a little, ooh, there it goes, ooh. It definitely made it glossy. Not sure if it's really metallic-y. I don't really get the metallic. It made it glossy. So, that is that. Let's see, we have to do blush and bronzer, and that's what I'm excited about, is to try these little guys. I am going to use this shade for my bronzer because it's kind of like got a mauve-y blush in there, but it's also got kind of like a glittery bronze. This is in the shade Way to Glow. And so I'm going to go ahead and just take this on this little domed kind of angled brush, and I'm just going to kind of swirl it together because I think it's a nice mauve, like I said, blush and a nice bronzy gold brown. Yes, it's there. Can you see it? I like how that looks. So the pigment's there. That's awesome. And I'm just going to again do the temples of my face and also down on my neck and below my jaw. Super cool. Alright, so Way to Glow. Definitely worked out just kind of swirling it. Wasn't sure if that was going to work. And then I will take another kind of domed angled brush and this other brush bronzer duo. This is in Sugar and Spice. This one has kind of like a really bright peachy color, so I'm gonna just kind of tap in there. Oh gosh, okay. You see that? That was too much. We're gonna brush that off. This one's a little bit more powdery. It's like kicking up more powder than the other one. Oh yes, that is bright as can be. We might have put way too much. We put way too much. We're gonna go in with the foundation brush and tone that down, because that's just like, whoa, no, not cute. Oh boy. Yeah, okay. I overdid it. Well, you know that works. So that's pigmented. It's just too pink for me. I need to like definitely tone that down. We're gonna blend that out just a little bit, but it looks good, guys. I mean, that's pretty pigmented. It's definitely though definitely kicks up a little bit more than the other one, but again, $1.49 for these. So guys, let's see, let me zoom out for you so you can kind of see what it looks like in total. I mean, I'm not hating it. I definitely think that, you know, some of the shadows are hit, some of the shadows are a miss. You know, the eyebrow pencil works. It's really cheap. The lipstick is great, really pretty. I don't know anything about the lasting power. I can't imagine it's going to last all day being a $1.49 lipstick, but brush and bronzer duos are pretty. I like how they have like a little filigree pattern on them. I think they're cute. But I don't know, guys, what have you been trying out from Bitzy Cosmetics? I'm impressed with some of the things. Like I said, it's hit and miss in some areas depending on what you're buying, but they also have nail polish too. I've not really worn it, but I have tested it out. I've done some swatches on this channel. But I do like the eye look it made. It was something a little bit different for me with the little green. And like I said, Beach Bronze is my favorite eyeshadow from them so far. I think that's a really high quality one for the cheap price. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, let me know if you're loving anything from Bitzy that I should try out. I think you should definitely look into it if you've got a budget you're trying to stay to, or if you're looking for some just cheap makeup, cheap affordable makeup. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!